as NASA known for their unbelievable achievement in turning of science fiction to reality. And one more achievement NASA likely to hit. Let's know about this in this episode. NASA announced on December 2017 that they are going back on lunar surface through mission Artemis. But not for tourism that we did in 20th century while for creating a long-term human presence on lunar surface and also prepare humanity for outer space mission. By this mission we would able to sustain missions of greater distance and duration. We must use the resources we find at our destination to overcome radiation, isolation, gravity and extreme environment like never before. And if everything run better, then humanity put again their steps on moon by 2024. For this NASA preparing itself by every means, that has completed the world's most powerful rocket SLS which broke the barrier of gravity and put astronauts in Earth orbit with thrust of 8.8 million pounds which 15% more than Saturn V rocket which NASA used during Apollo mission. This will become possible by all 4 RS-25 engine and the 2 solid rocket boosters. Next role will play by the Orion spacecraft and the supporting exploration ground system, to return humans to the moon for the first time after more than 50 years' time. The Orion spacecraft which is advanced version and multi-purpose NASA crew landing program after space shuttle which capable to carry astronauts to ISS, Moon and Mars. About this project we can say that NASA returned back to root, as NASA used upgraded version of Apollo capsule. Its testing began from 2009, and exploration flight test 1 happened in December 5, 2014. And then in September 2018. In 2019, NASA conducted a successful test known as Ascent Abort 2, which tested the Orion launch abort system that sits atop Orion at launch and during ascent. If an emergency occurs during launch, the launch abort system pulls Orion and its crew away from the rocket to land in the Atlantic Ocean. As we can say that NASA putting forward the program by keeping in mind the most important thing, the astronauts. And now its testing has completed, assembled and integrated with the European Service Module. The service module built by European Space Agency provides most of the propulsion, power and cooling systems for the crew module where astronauts will live and work during Artemis mission. The integrated spacecraft successfully completed stimulated in space environments testing, verifying that Orion systems will perform as expected during Artemis missions. Another one is which integrated on upper side of Orion spacecraft, that's launch abort system which also known as launch escape system, which is a crew safety system connected to a space capsule that can be used to quickly separate the capsule from its launch vehicle in case of an emergency requiring the abort of the launch, such as an impending explosion. Delay is typically controlled by a combination of automatic rocket failure detection and a manual activation for the crew commanders use. Delay may be used while the launch vehicle is still on the launch pad, or during its ascent. Such systems are usually of 2 types, in which the first one is that's a solid-fueled rocket, mounted above the capsule on a tower, which delivers a relatively large thrust for a brief period of time to send the capsule a safe distance away from the launch vehicle, at which point the capsule's parachute recovery system can be used for a safe landing on ground or water. The tower and rocket are jettisoned from the space vehicle in a normal flight at the point where it is either no longer needed or cannot be effectively used to abort the flight. These have been used on the Mercury, Apollo, Soyuz, and Shenzhou capsules. And next one is the crew are seated in seats that eject themselves, ejection seats, as used in military aircraft. Each crew member returns to Earth with an individual parachute. Such systems are effective only in a limited range of altitudes and speeds. These have been used on the Vostok and Gemini capsules, which followed by exploration upper stage, a massive core stage, and 2 extended solid rocket boosters. And like this SLS becomes the world's most powerful rocket. Sitting on the launch pad, the entire rocket, fully fueled, weighs just over 6 million pounds, 5.2 million of which is just the fuel. For now stay tuned and wait for next episode. Thanks for watching.